This is, for me, it's always fantastic. So, everybody, hello. We are on a recorded call and we're talking about Virgo and how to feel about this moment in time because the next few weeks are going to be the most, it's going to go quick. It's going to be, active. It's going to have a lot of friction in it. uh, Countries around the world, like Russia and Gaza, these war are going to get seem to get bigger, but it's going to soon conclude themselves.
Radio.
Okay, uh, soon it's going to conclude themselves, and it's going to be of a serious good thing for the the humans of the world, because this Putin right now feels that he is cornered. He started to hire all his family members, replacing everything, and he is in a tizzy, and he doesn't know. He feels like there's a coup that's coming toward him.
That there
So,
is.
and there is, and so this is a difficult time for him. And when somebody is terrified,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was
and
wondering how much they were going to put up with him,
Yeah,
before
right.
well,
they
they've put up
before
with
they
him
did
for a long
something.
time.
Yeah.
You got to remember that 20 years ago, when he, 22 years now, when he came in, he came from the KGB. He knew, he had studied, he understood what to do. And once he got, within 5 years of being in the government, what he created was he started to take ownership of all the big corporations in this country,
Hmm.
and everybody that owned a company became his company.
Mm.
And he gave them a position, and but if as soon as they did not do what he wanted them to do, he killed them, right?
I
Right.
see.
So there was a emerald there's an emerald mine that was found in Serbia, I think. And this mine belonged to a person like me and you. Okay,
Mm.
he had discovered it, and it happened to be one of the biggest emerald mine that it was ever found.
Mm.
So Putin hears about that, and next thing you know, Putin owns the mine.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Well,
so
Like Trump.
it's pretty much has been his regime who till now, right? So, but now his idea of returning Russia to its primary uh, truth is not feasible in today's world, and so he has to, and that's his choice, right? So, and the same with China. China is going to be problems right now. So we are going to, and Venezuela, uh, another place, that Bangladesh removed the dictator and put a leader that had from the peace Nobel Prize. That's who they put over there. He's a
gotcha.
Nobel Prize, Peace Nobel Prize winner, and that's who they install there. So that's going to be a better thing. And so this is what's going on around the world, and it's also affecting the US, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, in 3 days' time, where Pluto is moving back into Capricorn.
Mm.
Okay,
You're right. I forgot. Yeah, I
we
forgot.
will, don't forget, this is
No,
uh, we will feel that.
it's
We
coming up
will,
real fast.
72 hours from now, Pluto will be back in visiting what it left behind, where they couldn't they couldn't take it, they couldn't do everything at that time. So you can expect um a lot of removals, okay, beheadeds. What I mean by beheaded is a lot of heads of different organization are going to be revealed and removed, okay?
Mm.
Some of them are going to remove themselves.
Oh, before they get to them, probably.
Yeah, so some of them are going to remove themselves. So we might hear of a few sudden deaths, okay, from certain leaders, okay, because they can't imagine life in any other way than what they already have, right?
Mm.
So I want to go, I'm going to share the screen and no, I don't want to. I'm going to close, cancel. I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to take you to where we're coming from, ideally, to be able to have a sense of understanding. Okay. Remember, today is the angel of air. Okay.
Okay.
And it is the angel of air enter my lungs and give the air of life to my whole body.
Mm.
Energies of atmosphere, breath. This is quite a, Friday is always air, Thursday's water, okay? Wednesday's the sun. Tomorrow is really the earthly mother and nourishing your body. So lymphatic massage on Saturdays could be a good idea, okay?
Mm. Yeah.
So, and then we have Pluto is still at 0 degree Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
2 minutes, two
Nice.
minutes in. For it to move, it takes about 3 days to get to 0 Capricorn. Okay. So I want you guys, you see this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to read that, Renee?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. In the Lemurian days, during the early period of animal man and before humanity appeared on Earth, in the interim period of development, 8 signs influenced the planet and kingdoms of nature found upon it. There was no response to the influences of Leo and Virgo.
One moment. Okay. So 8 signs were in the zodiac then. Okay. That was felt by the people of the globe. Okay. Only 8 signs. So continue. Leo and Virgo was added then. I want you guys to understand. Now this is a point of identity in time that I want you to pay attention to, Renee and Betsy. Read.
Okay, the mystery of the Sphinx did not exist, and these 2 signs were not then part of the zodiacal wheel. Then individualization took place, and the seed of Christhood was planted in man, and these 2 signs began to influence humanity. And gradually that influence was recognized, and the zodiac was then known to have 10 signs. The mutable.
That I want you guys to know that that's when we became 10 astrological sign. We're 12 today, right?
Yeah.
So before the Sphinx,
Right.
the Sphinx is known to be what, 5 to 10,000 years old. This happened before the Sphinx. Okay, recently they found footsteps here in Canada, in British Columbia, that were 3,500,000 years old.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
So, but we're talking about spiritually, like thought wise, the ability to be sociable, right? This was not present yet. It just started to be present before the Sphinx was even there. I want you to get that. So this is, and then that became the mutable cross. Can you continue to read?
Yes. Okay, the mutable cross dominated, but it was then the Tau for Pisces was lacking, and only Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius were evidenced. Aries to Capricorn mark the circle of experience.
Mm-hmm. So understand that. Pisces wasn't there yet either.
Wow. Yeah.
and
That's
Libra wasn't there, so that's why we need to also understand in our head that the life that we're living today has always been progressing, adjusting, adding something as we move ahead, right?
mhm,
Because it's not reflecting in the energy, right? So
mhm.
they needed more space, new windows to be applicable and become. So Aries to Capricorn mark the circle of experience then.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we continue?
In Atlantean days, man had become so responsive to the planetary and solar influence that the door of initiation into hierarchical experience was opened and two more signs were added. These two signs were the higher correspondents of Leo and Virgo, and were the polar opposites of these two, Aquarius and Pisces. Their
Hmm.
influence became active and effective, and thus, I meant you move the thing.
I'm sorry. And thus,
All right, yeah, okay. And okay, where was I? And thus, they formed part of the zodiacal wheel because man began to respond to their potencies. It then became possible for the fixed cross to function esoterically in the life of humanity, and the first reversals of the wheel in the life of the advanced man of the period took place.
wow. Okay. So when we understand that when we are beginning to play with the full zodiac later on, the
Hmm.
full zodiac came about the Sphinx age. Okay. It was because unless a planet was actually sighted by a human being, a student of the sky, something was actually noticed and discussed. Without that, it was not imprinted in the energy of the planet then. It's like recording something in the astral realm. Okay. As soon as when we discovered Pluto, 90, what I think it's 90 years from now, 88 years ago. Okay.
Hmm.
Because when we discovered, we knew Pluto was there. Okay.
Hmm.
In spirituality, but as long as it was not affirmed,
Hmm.
it did not have all the potent influence that it could actually engage with today. Okay.
Okay,
It
yeah.
didn't have the sense of potency that it has today. It
Wow.
was just starting to, infuse humanity with his subtle senses of something is higher and different. Something is more usable, and something is more agile. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, does that make sense to any of you?
yeah, it does.
And does you guys know that?
No.
Okay. Did can you use that information a little bit? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It gives
Hmm.
you a deeper understanding that life is always in progress.
That's right.
And one thing that we are about to jump on is the next 20 years, guys. We're going to be on a fixed cross.
A fixed cross. Oh boy, nothing's gonna move. Okay.
No, no, what? Not
Oh,
no. You little niggas of mine. Okay,
oh, I better stop that.
that little Taurian cross and that little Aquarius
going.
cross, that Leo cross, is the cross of assertiveness. Okay, it's the
Okay.
cross of acquiring the necessary uh, qualities and tools to
Hmm.
move ahead with, to accomplish, to gather those tools, those sensory systems, okay, and become just your second nature. On the fixed cross, a Taurian person does not like to be in danger. Okay, of it. No, it has to have comfort in using their tools. They have to know that they have the resources to get them. Otherwise, they are not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fixed cross that we are meeting with for the next 20 years. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
that beautiful picture of it is the acquiring of the subtlety of the sensors that we're going to be more agile with in the very near future. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is that resources. What resources do we need on that trip that we're moving toward with, that journey
Mhm.
we're moving with? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
do.
it's not about being fixed. It's really being the latent energy that we are taking in the cardinal cross right now. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
because and that's another thing I want to go to, but we're going to finish this chapter first. Is that cross, that fixed cross we're moving onto? We're moving onto it without the burdens that we have revealed in the last decade.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
They're being slowly but surely taken apart and deconstructed to renew what is moving ahead of us. Because we're becoming more sensory systems, enlightened.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so you want to finish this?
On this one, okay. It was this reversal which was the true cause of the great contest or battle between the lords of the dark face, as they are called in the sacred doctrine, and the lords of light, a contest which is today persisting. Certain men then reached the stage of discipleship wherein they could consciously mount the fixed cross and be prepared for a major initiation. This, the forces of materially, can spit it out, and
Materiality, yeah.
and of obstruction, as they are sometimes called, fought, and the battle was fought out and conditioned in the sign of Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a water sign, okay.
Yes, remember that water is a transformation. It's electricity, right?
Right.
Uh,
Hmm.
so we're moving from a path of evolution,
Okay.
and we are on the first path of evolution. Okay, and this evolution is in Cancer, because at this moment there's more people on the planet that understand that the gate of Cancer and the gate of Capricorn is the gate of birth. Cancer is giving birth. Okay,
Right.
it
Right.
is bringing to form.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
and you will all notice the race 6, which we are part of. The
Mhm.
older people on this planet at this time are 6 ray souls. Okay,
Right.
and four is the entering ray, the rays that have been born since the Capricorn, the generation of Capricorn, maybe 2008. There's a huge amount of 4 ray souls and third ray souls that have been born. Okay, then we
Mhm.
have the planet Mars and Mercury. We can see that in our world today, in our astrology today, that Mars and Mercury has been very active in our lives.
Yeah.
The constellation Aries and Gemini is very present. Aries has been going for the last 2.5 years, well, almost 2.5 years once it's complete, going through the Saturn understanding of the progress we're moving through. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm going to take you to, just for a moment, I want to take you to 16 Pisces is where, wait a minute, is where, I'm going to
Yeah.
go back.
You're there. Is that the one you want?
Yeah, but I want to go
Mhm.
see if I'm right. Hold on, it's going to take me a second. 16, Saturn is at 16 Pisces. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So I'm going to go to, this is really, really, we just got out of 17 Pisces, but this is the magic part of it. Okay. The magicians, the people like me and you guys, surely
Mhm.
can start to think this head may justly be called the great creator of peace.
Okay.
Since all matters which have to do with peace
That's
come
good.
come under his
Yeah.
competence.
Wow.
No matter whether whole nations are involved or whether peace in the family, peace in marriage is concerned, Fermatu procures for the magician fortunate love, helping him to make friends and eternalize any kinds of sympathy between man and woman.
Mm.
That is so
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah,
And
right now the peace you're saying is
it,
gonna go that way.
mhm, it
Good.
is so appropriate for the moment. And we
Yeah.
can see that it's already been germinated, right?
Yeah.
It's the electricity that we're moving, that fixed cross that we're going to step in. It's going to
Mm.
have that review of all those Saturn, uh, boundaries
Mhm.
uh, opened and put back on. The door
Yeah.
is going to be, because right now we're shedding. We are shedding what doesn't work.
Yeah. It's good.
Hmm. And then by the time we get to Pluto Aquarius, okay, we're going to be at 15 Pisces. And we're going to be, is the original initiator into that kind of language that is expressed by gesture, moving of hands, etc., to blind. This is a lot of the, listen to this, the blind too are indebted in this head for their faculty to read by Braille, for having inspired them in this respect by his assistant.
Where
The
are you reading,
blind,
Andy? Andy, where are you reading from? It's not on the screen.
oh, it's not,
No,
Ah,
the 16 Pisces is still there.
you don't see the 15?
Wait,
no.
yeah, go into the 15. Highlight that. Yeah, okay. Now I see where you
Okay,
are. Okay.
okay. To the blind,
Mm-hmm.
two are indebted to this head for their faculty to read by Braille, example, for having inspired them in this respect by his assistance. The
Mm-hmm.
blind and dumb will be given better means of communication. As time goes on and technological condition improve, the magician can, if he wishes, look into the future and see what is to be.
Wow.
This is a gift
Yeah, I see. Wow.
that many of us, we've been blinded by many on, couldn't see we couldn't see past ourselves.
Well, that happens. Yeah.
And we do that regularly, right?
Yeah.
We get stuck like we're in
Right.
ourselves. We don't see past that. There's that. This is
Right.
this is going to be an amazing nuance that we're going to be adapting to. Having faculties to see ahead of us.
That's good. Yeah. Like to
Hmm.
know what's ahead, really. Most of us do.
And it is this is very inspiring. So I thought I'd share that with you guys because this
Mm.
is really what is in the ozone. And the more we talk about these things, the more they becomes materialize.
Mm.
They actually infuse our system, especially we're breathing this air today and it's the angel of air.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
is to fill us up with that that condition of sensory system, giving it permission to move, and to apply itself to our contents. And when we do that, and with the yummy idea of, yeah, that's pretty cool to be that way.
Yeah,
Instead of saying, oh, I don't want to see. No, it's very cool, because it is what you create that you see.
right.
So it is affecting your environment, your conditional opportunities that are coming to you, and you get to see and apply and play with it.
Yeah,
Remember, when you're ready to separate from something you've had enough of,
yeah.
you always have it. Even though you're separating from it, you always have it. You have the knowledge of it.
Yeah,
It's all, if you've done it once, you can do it twice.
yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Except that twice you get to do it a little bit better. So this is the mindset that is starting to be rediscovered. I would say rediscovered, to certain that they've been wishing for, that we've been wishing a lot of people we know for to become to themselves again.
Okay.
So this is what's truly in the air, and I sense that. I do this meditation with the group every day. And yesterday, I'm going to download, somehow I'm going to figure out, I'm going to call Michael, and I'm going to send it to you both and to Christine. And the best meditation I have ever done, I love Tuya, the person that does the meditation. She's got
Nice lady.
she's got a foreign accent, and she's got that tone in there. It's like, and yesterday, we were doing this amazing meditation, and we did the class afterward. It's worth an hour, okay? And the places I went, the colors that I saw, the transformation that I was, allowed to see, I want to be part of that life, okay?
That's
And
nice. Yeah.
and what I also felt was like that triangle, Michael Robbins, her husband that passed away. I felt like he was on that call, really directing the thoughts, and us, and because Michael was a director of at one time in his capacities, was a director of symphonies, right?
I didn't realize that was her husband.
Yes.
Michael was her husband. Okay.
And he used to praise her voice. I mean, she always stayed very much in the background. She did, but I remember him talking about, how he loved listening to her. And he was right. I absolutely love it. Okay. So to me, it's like she takes me to somewhere that I like to be at. So I'll download that and send that to you guys, because I want to start my days as often as possible with that specific meditation, because it is for the times we're living in.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, lovely.
It is. She's got that voice. It just gives you what you're going to need with that meditation is a notebook, your notebook, and a pen. Okay. And toward that meditation, there's three or four questions that in the meditation, she'll impress in you guys, answer to yourself, and you can write them down, because we do that every week. And we advance our position in our personal life. Like the last question is, what are you planning to achieve for the next week to achieve this goal we just created, right? And it is so well done that you just nurture it along the week. You create it becomes subconscious, and you act on it. Okay. So you guys don't forget, lymphatic massage over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I like that. Did you try it,
Yeah,
Betsy?
Yeah, I did try. I did it last night. It was
That's
wonderful.
it is. It is. And
Yeah,
if you
it is.
make it a routine, 2, 3 times a week, you're going to be your body changes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you were releasing toxin, right? And so this is a good idea to do. So when we're looking at that Saturn 16 Pisces, we have Neptune at 29. Neptune's going to be there for quite a while. Neptune is supporting that purge. Neptune, the water, Poseidon, transforming the what has been regravitated and into the water to re-electrify what has been released by Saturn. So you can see that etherically, there's a lot of movements that we're becoming part of. So we're going to get back to Virgo, okay?
Okay.
So really, we are in a moment where the disciples, 3 and 5, Venus and Saturn, Gemini, Saturn, Sagittarius and Capricorn, all of this is in play right now. This is the evolutionary path that globally we are facing this amazing global initiation.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Betsy, you want to read?
I can't see it. Like it's too small for me on my
Okay,
phone.
okay. So Renee, you want to read?
Okay, we're in the second ray. Okay, second ray influences and potencies are abidingly present and pour into our planetary sphere and life via the sun, veiling a hidden planet, and Jupiter. These sweep the forces of Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, and Virgo into and through our entire planet and all its kingdoms in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and all of these signs, we know that they have been very active. This Virgo Pisces energy is the energy of the people.
Okay, into the people.
Remember, Aquarius and Leo. This is Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Pisces are 4 added windows of energy in time that gradually were placed there through time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Virgo and Pisces came about during the Sphinx at the beginning, right about when the Sphinx became part of humanity. That's some, and uh, and then we're looking at Aquarius and Leo, okay? That was before that. The nature, Aquarius is crowds, many,
Okay.
togetherness,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And Leo is me. Who am I in this crowd? Do I fit?
Mm-hmm.
And what is necessary for me to fit? Can I adapt to it? Can I become agile with that new adaptation of me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking at these force, and Sagittarius right now is the higher note of Gemini. Okay, so when Sagittarius is always the highest note of the humanship.
Okay.
Sagittarius, as its planet is Jupiter. It's what's call it. Its lead planet is Jupiter. It's always pointing to the light, education. All right. So now remember that the power of Neptune and Jupiter lessened in Virgo. Can you read that, Renee?
Okay. It should be noted that both Neptune and Jupiter are exalted in Cancer. the
Mm.
great sign wherein the desire for incarnation finds its fulfillment. The power of both is lessened in Virgo, wherein the first signs of the Christ consciousness are felt. Both fall in Capricorn, when the Christ life and consciousness comes to full fruition.
And that is what we're coming to right now.
Wow.
The
Good,
Christ of
nice.
life. You know, the
Yeah,
triangle of Jesus, Christ, and Maitreya.
right.
That is that moment. But I want you to know, you, Renee, that your son has progressed into Cancer, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That these effects are going to be a little bit more potent on you.
Oh boy.
You know,
Okay.
Neptune is exalted.
Mhm.
Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
You have a deeper understanding of the sensory system that is being adapted to. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
It gives you that little extra zap for fulfillment in this incarnation.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's always good. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, let's look at the uninvolved and aspiring men in Virgo. Okay. It's all about material life for them.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Okay. And there's very little respect as far as the gestation that it takes for a mother. And we can see that out there right now. Oh my God, am I ever pissed? I'm not going to go there.
Okay. Don't touch that. Yeah, you don't want to touch that. That's not a good thing. Yeah.
No, we know.
I have,
We,
especially when we're talking Virgo, that's why that came back to me immediately. The disrespect that we get as mothers. Oh my God. So,
right.
so
Yeah.
the polarity of Virgo and Pisces, it is interesting to know that the twins, we're talking about Mercury here, sets
Mhm.
apart and unattached in Gemini, sets apart and unattached in Gemini, becomes a centaur. Who is a centaur? Sagittarius.
Yeah.
The man and the beast in Sagittarius, while Virgo, the virgin, becomes the fish goddess in the polar opposite of Pisces, where
Mm.
it breaks the thread, you know.
Mhm.
So because in the Pisces, the fishes that they're tied by that little band of energy, right?
Right.
They get to be released at some point, you know,
Oh,
in the
okay.
future, where that silver thread is, we have three cords attached to our etheric field. We have, the thread of life, the silver
Mhm.
thread, and rose thread of the path.
Oh, okay. At the pet. All right.
So Jupiter in Virgo and the purpose of the cosmic Christ. Remember, Joya, earlier this week or last week, Renee, that cosmic avatar we looked at?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. There's these cosmic avatar at this time are very, very active because in the next few months, an enormous amount of things will change for men in many places on the planet.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I would point out that through Jupiter and its influences, Sagittarius is related to three other great constellations. Pisces exoterically, indicating the final goal of man.
Mm. Wow.
Aquarius esoterically, indicating the purpose of all material evolution and the objective of all incarnating processes.
Wow.
Aquarius is where we're moving to, right?
Yeah, I can't wait till it comes back. Yeah.
And so you're not out of
Yeah, jumping the gun, but I'm looking forward to that.
Virgo hierarchically indicating the purpose of the cosmic Christ. This is very much of a crunch time for many, okay?
Mm.
It's so Virgo in the third aspect. Virgo is a triple sign. And Virgo is the focal point for the expression of the third aspect, that is active intelligence.
Mhm.
In that sign, the highest function of matter is symbolized, the womb.
Mm. Yeah.
Your own active intelligence is set in that womb, right?
Mhm.
At 6 months of gestation, a baby finally meets its soul energy.
Mm.
That's very much what they decide to take on, that soul, or give its place to a walk-in. Okay.
Okay.
At
I
6 months,
didn't-
at 6 months, the baby finally decide, do I take on that? Do I take on the journey? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a choice there. And if somebody sees that the journey ahead, they said, I'm going to bail out of that one. Then
Oh,
there's this,
they're opting out. Yeah. Wow.
yeah, and there's a soul that comes in. Okay, and that's going to be like, okay, well, I'm taking its place.
Wow.
So
Ah,
Yeah,
I
that's right.
think
6 months is the time that these things happen. I remember when Sabrina was pregnant of Freya, and she had a scare at 6 months. I had that little conversation with her.
She said, "Hey, you let her come in."
Yeah, you don't. I mean, these are really cool people you're meeting. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah, really. Let her
that
in. Yeah,
come
so
in.
come
this
in.
is a moment where we get to use this subtle knowledge. We get a little bit more of information. We get a little bit more centered in Trinity.
Mhm.
Okay. And Trinity is God. All right. But
Mhm.
God is not what religions made it to be. Okay.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
And it does have some truth in it, but it's got a lot of like, oh boy, not. Okay.
Yeah.
So Neptune is so important that this next 3 months. Okay, Neptune is significant.
Mhm.
Neptune is known esoterically as the initiator.
Okay.
What are we doing right now? We're learning to conclude and become initiated in a new time. We're concluding an age after the age of Pisces, which we are
Oh,
concluding in is going to be like 40
right.
years.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
is a conclusion. That is where
Right.
Yes.
we we flush everything. But in the meantime, many of us are going to be transitioning. Okay, but we are there to support that. Remember,
Mhm.
we are energy.
Yeah.
We're spiritual being having a human experience in this body,
Right.
and it's a
Mhm.
loner.
Oh, okay.
You
It's
All
are
right.
that body of yours is a loner. Okay, you
All
took the
right.
right.
form, and that's it. But there's many more transformation ahead of us.
Okay.
That I want you guys to understand. Okay, it is not a boring evolution.
No.
We might have been stagnant in becoming ourselves. Okay,
Mhm.
where we learn to grow up, where we met our little child within ourselves emotionally. We made
Mhm.
peace with it,
Right. Yeah.
and now we're like, okay, well, we're young adults in spirituality, and we're moving into initiation. Okay, I'm going to
Mhm.
skip that part.
Oh, okay. You're gonna
once,
skip it, huh?
once I'm not going to be here for another 40 years. Okay,
Oh, yeah. I
so
don't think you
so
will
that,
either. I
but
hope.
No.
yeah, I'm going to let the initiation happen, and then I'll come back. Okay, because I think it's going to be one of the most interesting place to be at. Will be
Oh,
planet Earth
yeah.
in
I want to come back
transformation.
then. I want to come back then too.
Yeah,
Me
I'll meet you there.
yeah,
will be.
we have a meeting place. Remember?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So
definitely.
this
Yeah.
What
is what,
remember?
remember I told everybody when we transition, we're all going to recognize each other on the other side, and we're going to wait for each other to live in the same city.
Yeah. So we come back together
Yeah,
again. Yeah.
not
You
be so
know,
far from each
we'll
other.
pick a well by then we will have the continent of Africa will be split apart. Okay,
Mm, yeah.
that is another thing that is coming. This huge crack in the continent of Africa. Okay,
Mhm.
that can happen anytime.
Wow. Yeah, I know there's so much going on over there.
Uh, uh, we're talking about ecology, right? We're
Yeah.
talking about this. There is we're gonna our sky is gonna change in the next few weeks. Well, we're gonna have a planet that we're gonna see all day long. It's gonna be a comet. But
Oh,
remember, like, there was a while back, maybe what 30 years ago, we had this green tail comet for the longest
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Remember? Well, that's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, not the same, but something else. So all
Mhm.
we're going through a lot of transformation. This
Yeah.
initiation we're moving toward. Okay, we are preparing um, the path. Remember, we are in the last year of I just forgot the name again of the I can't remember. So it's that is just what it is right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hmm. So it's important that we understand that Neptune is in the works
Mhm.
constantly. It's completing the Pisces energy and the modulation of Saturn, what Saturn is willingly releasing at this time.
Mhm.
Okay. And this is exciting for all of us.
Yeah, could you tell us about our charts are for the
I
weekend?
was
How
just think. I heard you.
Yeah, you
I
must
just
have
heard
read.
you say.
I read you. I told you telepathically.
Okay. A Saturn progress says no, not this one. Okay. We're gonna go. Oops. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna go find. Where did it go? Oh, I need to go here. Okay. We need to go here, Renee,
Mhm.
and then we'll do Betsy.
Mhm.
Renee, and that's your chart, and then we're gonna go to the progress chart.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna delete that one. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull Betsy. What's Betsy? January 1st, right, Betsy?
Yes.
Yes. New Year's Day, baby.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Happy New Year.
What?
I said Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very let's see.
Okay. Wait a minute. Darn, Andy. Let's see. Okay. Apply. Why am I? Shh, my fingers. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to get your progress. Okay. So we're going to look at Renee. Current, tri will. Renee. Renee. And Renee. View. There we go.
Okay.
So this is your progress chart.
Mhm.
The second one was
Second, yeah, second one around
yeah,
is it's a three
your sun in
question.
your sun in Cancer. Okay.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
remember, you have a lot of activities right here, which is the
Ventricular septum.
ventricular
Yeah.
septum.
Yeah.
So
Where is that?
I don't know, but I wouldn't worry about that.
It says a houseboat party. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're going
Going
to a
to have a
party.
party this weekend. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
party,
know that.
party, party. But you also have, we want to see all this, the smashing, okay? So Regulus in the 10th house. So it is a good time.
That is a
It,
good time.
it is a
Okay.
good time. And then you have
And
your midheaven,
Mhm.
the adrenals. Isn't that funny?
Oh yeah.
Adrenal.
Yeah. Okay.
The dawn of a new day, everything changed.
Solar plexus area, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, your moon is there in Libra, so everything changes. It recalibrates itself. Okay, your Neptune is in Libra. Okay, and it's going to face Eros. There's a lot of primordial manifestation that is experienced in our forms right now. So it fits you, Renee. Okay,
Okay.
it's the 11th house, the house of the people.
Okay.
So you're having a good weekend.
Oh, good. All right. That's no surprises. Okay.
I don't, there's going to be the outer world surprises.
Okay.
The on the first and second, I expect a few things happening when Pluto touch Capricorn. Okay, I do
Right.
expect um, things to come through, and we're looking at, yeah, I sense it, and the eclipse is in the 5th house. Somebody's gonna, the energy of the last eclipse is still very present in the 5th house, and it's personal matters to, I would say, heads of states. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Keep an eye on that. What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah. Be conscious, careful of your left knee. Okay.
My left knee. Okay.
All right.
All right. Be careful. The left
And
knee.
then we have here the lymph. Okay, the lymph vessels of your knee. So right behind your knee when you're doing the massage,
Yeah. I got to do that to help it.
that
Yeah.
it talks about that right there in your chart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the birds are singing happily. Good. I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks
So
for
you're
that.
good ahead.
All
There's
right.
no, usually sense when things happen to people. Okay. And I don't sense it.
You don't see anything happening. They're good.
So Betsy, what are you up to? This is your birth chart. Okay. And
okay.
I'm gonna put this in a triple view. Current triple wheel. And we're gonna go with Betsy, progress, and transit. No, not that one. Transit and view. Okay, this is you, Bets. Okay, you Capricorn soul.
Okay.
Your
Yeah.
yeah, and your sun. Wait a minute. Your sun. Where's your sun now? Your sun is in Aries, right?
Right.
And your progress sun, where you have lived from Capricorn. You went through. You were born on the 10th of Capricorn. You spent 20 years in
Oh,
Capricorn.
oh, oh,
You
I'm not. No, I wasn't born on the 10th. I was born on the 1st.
on the no. I'm talking about the 10th degree was the first.
The degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That I
Okay.
know. That I know of you, Betsy. Okay.
You,
The
you
degree that's we're born on. Okay.
got it.
And that degree, it says right here, and that degree today, after the life that you've lived through all your entire life, now you are at 28 degree, okay, of Pisces. In 2 more years, you will be at 0 degree of Taurus. It's going to be
What
quite
does that mean?
amazing. That is going to be quite amazing for you. It's security. It's fixed. It's a fixed sign, you know, where you were always mutable before. Okay, you are becoming more
You
set.
keep going in and I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Where you were always mutable before. Okay,
Mm.
you're becoming more secure, more
It's like
set.
music
What?
that I,
What, honey?
can you
Betsy?
hear her, Renee?
Yeah,
Renee,
she's very clear. Yeah,
Renee,
Yes, she can hear
I
me.
hear her
she's
completely. Yeah.
Anyway, I was saying to you, your son
clear for
is.
I can't hear music.
I don't know
You
music. I know music here.
you hear
I still
music?
can't hear you.
Okay, but it's because I wasn't talking. Can
Uh,
you hear me now?
yeah, I hear.
Okay, because I usually stay quiet. I
No,
mean,
no, no.
so you see the
It's been
28
going on
here.
the whole session.
I always have piano
No
music in the
music.
back. I have a lot of
Music.
construction
It does-
going on around my home.
No, no, no. Your voice.
Okay, Betsy. You know, we can do a
No, you
one-on-one.
have to.
We
I
can,
have to talk to you on the phone about it, I guess, because
yeah, no, we
Yeah.
can do a one-on-one. Try it together.
I
Okay.
can't hear it.
Yeah, we'll do a one-on-one in a little while when I come back from the doctor. Okay, Betsy. Okay, I'm
You'll
gonna put
probably
this.
hear it when you hear the recording.
Yes. So anyway, Betsy, I'll do a one-on-one with you.
It's going
Okay,
off and on. Okay, that's
I'll
good.
do a one-on-one with you, and we can see that.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's my news for the day. I hope you guys learned something.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, Andie.
I have to. I have to go to the chiropractor. I want my life to become all right again. And
Yeah.
well, it's
Lovely.
not that it's not all
We do.
right. It's just that I'm so tired and so fed up with being in pain.
Don't
So,
blame you. Yeah.
Yeah.
but thank you, girls, for being there today.
Mm.
Thank
Did